Good morning, students. This video is for class 7 and 8 for the subject of English language. In this video, we will continue with the past tense as a part of your English language assignment, which have already submitted to you on 10th May. Students, in our previous lesson, we had done two forms of past tense, simple past tense and past continuous tense. In this lesson, we will be doing the other two forms of past tense, that is past perfect tense and the past perfect continuous tense. Let us have a quick revision of simple past and past continuous tense. Then we will proceed to the other two forms. The simple past tense refers to the actions that happened in the past or were regularly done in the past. We use second form V2 of the verb to frame affirmative sentences, and we use did not for negative and did in the beginning for the interrogative sentences. When we use did, then V2, second form of the verb, change into V1. And past continuous tense is used to show the actions that continued for some times in the past. We use was and were with V1 ing to frame past continuous tense. In negative sentences, was, were and not is used, and we use was, were in the beginning of the sentence in interrogative sentence of past continuous tense. So students, we have revised simple past and past continuous tense. Now let us start with past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used to express an action that took place before another action. For example, the shops had already closed by the time I reached the market. Example number 2, the guest had arrived before they served. It is also used to express expectations and wishes. For example, I wish I had visited my grandparents before they left the country. Rules for making past perfect tense. Affirmative sentences, syntax, subject plus had plus V3 or past participle plus object. For example, we had slept before my father arrived. Negative sentences, syntax, subject plus had not plus V3, third form of the verb, or past participle plus object. For example, we had not slept before my father arrived. For interrogative sentences, syntax had plus subject plus V3 plus object plus sign of interrogation. So for interrogative sentences, we use had in the beginning. Had we slept before my father arrived? Students, we have done with past perfect tense. Now the last one, past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is used to talk about a repeated action in the past. For example, she had been trying to solve the sum for an hour. It is also used to talk about the action that started in the past, continued for some times, and ended in the past. For example, Indian had been struggling for freedom for long before India became free in 1947. Example number 2. They had been playing till it was late. Rules for making past perfect continuous tense. How to frame affirmative sentences? Syntax: subject plus had been plus V1 ing plus since or for plus object. For example, he had been living in England since 2016. So student, we have already done in present tense where we use since or for. We use since for a point of time, for fixed time, and for a period of time when time is not fixed, like 2 hours, for 3 days, for few weeks. And since is used for fixed time, like since morning, since Monday, since 2016. So since for fixed time and for unfixed time. Negative sentences. How to frame? Structure: subject plus had not been plus V1 ing since for object plus object. For example, he had not been living in England since 2016. And for interrogative sentences, we use had in the beginning. Had plus subject plus been. Had, then subject, then been, then V1 ing plus since and for plus object plus sign of interrogation. For example, had he been living in England since 2016? Sign of interrogation. So students, now we have done with all the 4 forms of past tenses: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. Now you all are required to revise the content carefully and do all the exercises related to past tense given in the book. Thank you and have a nice day.